It says, what other rides and set pieces should Universal and Islands of Adventure remove for something new? Now, that could be a very long conversation. I think Toon Lagoon is an area that is prime for something. I know it has its fan base to some degree, but I think if you look at those cartoons in that area, they were probably outdated when the park was built. So I think
would you retheme the Popeyes water ride then?
That's the thing. I think you would just rethink, because those water rides have demand.
Right. Yeah, that one's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see like 50, 60, sometimes 70-minute waits for bilge wrap barges and the toboggan. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there's plenty of demand for it. So I think if you retheme it to something, I've speculated One Piece, because you'd move so much merch.
Oh man,
yeah, right. Don't remove anything from Marvel area though, and then don't remove the Dr. Seuss stuff, because that brings the families to that park, right?
Yeah, and I don't honestly. Every once in a while it comes up, and I'm curious what you guys think. I don't think Universal's ever going to give up Marvel unless Disney is like, here's a massive check, because it's just. It's worth keeping out of Disney's hands, and it's still an area that's popular. Every time I go in there, that land is packed.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I don't even think I don't even think Disney's in a hurry either, because Disney still gets a check from them to have it.
They do. Mm-hmm.
They get paid when you go to university, so it's like, I feel like both of them are kind of like in this like purgatory where it's like, okay, we're cool with how it is right now. And honestly, as they expand the MCU into other characters and stuff, Disney World can just use those other ancillary characters.
This could be a conspiracy theory. I think one of the reasons they tried so hard to push these other characters in the MCU was so they could do what they do with Guardians, is bring in characters theme parks.
Yes, absolutely. And absolutely. Vash, I'm sorry, I cut you off, brother.
No, I was going to say, maybe there's a chance, perhaps, now that NBC Universal is out on its own kind of thing, and they're looking for reinvestment, perhaps it's like, hey, that check maybe gets smaller, and maybe Disney's willingness to go forward with it might get larger, only because they're developing so many attractions for Adventures Campus. Is that possible?
I think it's definitely, that does bring an interesting wrinkle. It is possible that could happen, because I mean, if you look at, if you need money, and I guess my question would be, what would that price tag be? Like, I've heard stories over the years. A couple people from Universal told me like they've had discussions on this before. I'm like, how'd they go? And they're like, well, they left the meetings pretty quickly. So I was like, I don't know what Universal's asking for it. I don't even know where you'd begin to speculate what price that they would put on it. But if you're Universal, it's like, because like Disney wouldn't, if Disney got the rights to it like today, you wouldn't see anything in Disney World besides meet and greets for, at this point, all the construction going on, probably like a decade would be my guess. It would take them a long time before they would do anything with it. But still, that could be something that could turn around and bite you later on. So, and they have a sweetheart deal, because they signed that deal when Marvel was really hurting in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And so that thing is in perpetuity as long as Universal maintains the land to the specs of that contract. So there's really no way Disney can go in there, because I think they tried whenever they bought Marvel, and
they have,
and there's really no way to get out of that. So, I mean, other than that area and Il Magic, another one we'll talk about Marvel. I think you look at the Fear Factor stage building. I think you could do something with that with the show. They could use for HHN.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing too with Toon Lagoon is, like, I think Universal's in a different spot than they were when they built Iowa in '99, right? Where it's like Universal as a studio has really made a lot of ground with their own stuff. Like Illumination has a lot of hits since then. Mm-hmm. They own DreamWorks, so they have their own. They have a good catalog of cartoons of their own. That if they want to do a Toon Lagoon but just have new IP in there, they can do that, or they can do what you were saying, Jared, and do One Piece. I mean, that would absolutely crush.
Well, if you got Pokemon coming in there, if you had a side of that park with Pokemon and One Piece, dude, imagine the sales you would have. And then you have the Wizarding World there too.
It's a wrap.
It would be nuts.
Wow.
And then you got the Simpsons area. I think something happens with that. So I do think both sides of studios and islands looks very different in 10 years of the stuff that they will add in there. So that has to be, I've said this point before, it's got to be encouraging if you're Universal, because you made this much progress against Disney in a decade, and there's areas of your park that are really under, like, I would point to Toon Lagoon and just say, like, most people walk through and be like, what is this? And so they still have areas that they can really like bring in here. We talked to OG about DC. Maybe that was a lot of stuff toward the end of the year that they may have made a deal with Warner Brothers before the whole merger thing. You bring DC into the Universal parks. You got Marvel there. You got Nintendo. Like you would have a heavy lineup of pop culture, like I guess you could say icons that they would have as attractions in their park. So I think that there's a lot of areas that they could improve upon for sure. And Ilmagic with another 2 says, I think they should rebuild Marvel for a new look. They can't really though.
Yeah, I can't.
Because to do it, you got to get approval from Marvel, which is owned by Disney, and they're never going to. I guess that would they have to? Like, would they have to? I don't know the exact specifications. My understanding is you would have to get the okay by Disney, and I feel like Disney could just blockade that whole thing if they wanted to. So you're basically just going to see refurbs for the most part. Nothing.
Yeah, and I agree with Ilmagic though. It does look dated. It looks very like
it's dated. I love that it's a time capsule.
Me too. I like the '90s stuff about it.
The '90s comic vibe, right?
It's just yeah.
And I think with retro stuff, it actually fits now with more timeless because it's like it's from the comics and from the cartoons that you grew up with, the Spider-Man and stuff like that. And I do imagine they kind of tease that on social media of showing a Dr. Doom that they have for a meet and greet. They're gonna have Doom in Islands whenever Doomsday comes out.
Yeah.
So they're going to capitalize on Doomsday.
That'd be smart. They had him before, didn't they? They had him before.
They've had him sporadically. Yeah. I haven't seen him in person for a long time, but I know they have the costume and he is in there. And Doom is awesome. And I know when you get to about Marvel, I really do think Marvel's squandering Doom because everything I'm hearing as well that RDJ eventually is going to come back as Iron Man.
Right.
Which means that Doom was just gimmick casting. And I'm like, Doom's a better villain than Thanos. Like in the comics, Doom was the dude. Like you went against Doom, it was like you're screwed.
Well, I could see Doom, RDJ Doom versus RDJ Iron Man in Secret Wars. That would probably,
dude, I think Secret Wars is going to get wild.
Yeah.
Some of those numbers that they have said about the amount of people in Secret Wars is
right.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. I hope those movies are good. I have my hesitation about them, but they're going to make money at the box office. I think the budgets might prohibit them from making a profit, but they're definitely going to do at least. I wouldn't be shocked if they did $2 billion. To be
right, honest. I lucked out. I got the Amazon Prime ticket for Spider-Man Brand New Day, so I get to see it tomorrow at 4. Really? Yeah. So Wednesday, a lot of the content creators saw it yesterday. And they dropped their review out today, but I don't think the embargo lifted until Thursday to speak on. Maybe the embargo lifts tomorrow, but
it's probably Thursday.
I'm thinking we're getting the Peter Parker Spider-Man hand through the dirt symbiote thing at the end. I think Peter Parker is going to die, and I think it's going to be symbiote Spider-Man for the 2 Avengers movies.
Yeah.
This is my guess. Yeah.
I think they're going to go with Man Spider, which gets weird.
That will be in it. I'm just saying this is at the end.
I know, but my whole thing is
Man Spider's scary.
If they do Man Spider they did in the comics, people are going to be like, what the hell is this?
What is Man Spider? I am intrigued.
It's like
instead of Spider-Man,
right?
It's him, but like human, like spider version. Like human.
It's like he's continued to transform, and it's like he becomes a stronger, like it's a really weird thing, but it gets really, really interesting. They lifted the embargo this morning. Interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
I think Spider-Man, I mean, the pre-sale tickets are crazy. I actually think that's going to be pretty good. I'm going to go see it on Thursday.
Okay.
So I'm very curious. I hope it's really good. I think it will be good. I love Bernthal's Punisher in there. I heard there's a scene of Spider-Man and Punisher fighting Hulk, and I'm like, give me that all day long. That would be a cool scene.
That's peak.
I love that, dude. That's awesome. I'm hoping they add Dr. Doom into that Avengers ride we're getting out here in DCA.
They should.
Yeah,
they could.
They should. I mean, I think that would be the move. Obviously, they're going to do the King Thanos thing still, but I think it would be cool to have a Doom, at least a cameo, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Do you know who that was going to play? They had the running to play Doom, which I would have loved, was Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh,
you remember? Nice. You know who he is?
But then
he's the guy. Casino Royale. He's a great actor.
He was already the villain in Doctor Strange, the first one, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there's been RDJ was Iron Man. You know what I mean? But no, that would have been like him as Doom would be. Oh, dude, I love Doom. I've said for a while when they had Kang as the main villain. I'm like, Kang has never been a big villain. He never. Like he was a guy that was like it might be a 2-episode thing where you beat him, but he never was a Thanos or a Doom. So when they were trying to push Kang, I was like, Kang, like he's not a big bad. So